last part.
Supposed to be biking, going to meet you.
Yeah.
That's the clip.
So now we met you.
What's up, guys?
Fermentation tanks, put it through these big machines that pulp the seed out. So with this one, it's called a honey process, and there's a washed process, a honey process, and a natural process. Natural process started in Ethiopia and Yemen, much because they didn't have any water. Laid the cherries out and let it ferment, and then pick them out from there, the seed out. But now they have tons of machines that will pulp the seed out. So with this one, they let some of that mucilage break down, and then they put them on these like raised beds, where some of the mucilage of the cherry, which the honey process name came from, because it looks like kind of this sticky honey substance still on it. They would let that dry in the sun with that on it and let it ferment even more. More of a traditional dark roast coffee.
Really gotta, for one, you kind of save fabric too, so it depends on the story. So like for me, this is gonna be a headache, but I'm trying to use this fabric I can.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not gonna touch it where I need to because I want to use that piece.
And like I emphasize, I'm like, hey, can we keep all the original things on the pan? Basically, we're providing the fabric, but from another project. So it's a little complicated. The shape, so let's say the bag is like this. Does it go in the middle or it goes like around?
It will be, I want to see it hit the middle. So I want to see it go around, hit the middle. Exactly, but the zipper will go opposite of the crescent. So if you have this crescent right here,
Okay.
the bottom zipper will go opposite of it.
If we do like a bag like maybe this big, we can finesse a lot more with the fabric we have. Because our fabric is so limited, flat, that goes over the zipper.
So
That,
when
like,
you have a hem at the bottom of your pants, like that.
I like that idea a lot. I really like that idea a lot.
Which he could also probably use that for that part.
Yeah. Could you technically use this part to do the flat? Yeah, just because those are not a part of it.
I think the best thing is just you do the US or New York and maybe you can try to make up. It's something to showcase together or in
This is inspired by how that's the only difference.
Place it where it's like good for photos. Like a better setup.
But is that full, like you guys
So mostly clothes, but like now it's expanding to different platforms like we have to manage
yeah, because you guys already launched in September. Did you have the kiosks?
Yeah, so everything is based there, and now everything is being made in New York, shop. This is an initiative now, which trying to like
Little Easter.
I don't even think we make a light on it. Okay, the light is like it has like a very
in here is great.
yeah.
It's at the market.
Because we also talking about it was a this store in Paris, and then I was talking with the eyes Alexander, right? And so we called him. He said he can arrange for the shooting in Paris.
We'll be in Paris for Fashion Week.
When this gonna be?
Fashion Week will be January.
Okay, because we're launching the store so it's the same as the one you have just before, but
yeah, build the right.
this nigga tall as fuck. Hey, yo. Are we gonna try to do this one-handed? Got the New York Knicks. You feel me?
Tonight's matchup, Knicks versus Warriors. Here's the tip. Lays it up. Sweet touch.
Yeah, you can't really play one-handed. This is crazy.
Ewing launches it.
Yeah, nigga, what am I trying to do? Oh, you feel me? We got it.
And so you immediately begin designing what can be done with force lessons. So that's still on his hands as well as on his feet. Go ahead. If he were to fall over, he would break his neck. So we had to always have a safety line. So they were a flying harness inside with a single wire going up. It was an enormous crane, which had a great big arm in and out. But then they're supposed to be traveling very fast. And so in order to travel very fast, we had to have this wire travel fast above. And a pulley that ran above the land strategy. We put about 18 motors in there to control all the different portions of the face with these 18 motors, and 4 people operating that from outside by radio control. Creates enormous.
Which is really an actress, Sherry. She's inside the costume. She does the all the body movement, and her head is inside the head. However, the jaw, myself included, 5 performers trying.
So this is a editing console. Imagine me editing the YouTube videos out of this. All right, guys, new video coming out on Sunday. Just been busy. Gotta start editing. archive helmet. You feel me?
Good job, Ash. Remember to keep your tail tucked. Still painting thunderstorms, I see.
Do you still feel poor?
Less so. Woohoo! Woo! Whoa! Look at that! You'll forgive the expression, a chicken in its teeth.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it sounds illegal.
Here, put this bandit hat on. Maybe you're a medium. Take it off for a minute and don't wear it around the house.
She came out on Saturday. Damn. This is I would love to see like a fucking ball.
Okay, what is good, guys? Welcome back. Hope everybody's well. Right now, let's talk about my recent pickups. Not technically recent. A lot of the pieces have been purchased like months ago, but I feel like I just never showed it off on the channel, and I didn't really buy too much things. For the sake of YouTube, let's call it a recent pickups just because it does a lot better. We can't title it like things I bought months ago. It just, yeah, it doesn't make any sense. I picked up a lot of very interesting things as of late. It's like super vast. Like I feel like it doesn't necessarily stick to one aesthetic. It kind of just like, anyways, you'll see I'm like talking about what I'm gonna show. So let me just shut the fuck up and talk about what I'm gonna show. This is so random, but I'm like drinking the iced matcha from Black Star. Not that bad. Like the coffee, I'm like, it's like a 6 out of 10. On a really good day where like the barista is really like on point, I'd say a 7. But for the most part, just try to avoid the iced coffees if you can. Matcha is where it's at. Don't know why I had to tell you guys that, but we here. Let's begin the pickups. Okay, so for the first set of things, let's talk about books because books is just super important to me. And I just love reading books. The very first book is so cool. This is called All the Houses in Queens. And exactly as the title says, it just shows you a bunch of houses all over Queens. And it gives you a little bit of a background of like the style that was prevalent around like Jamaica, Southside and stuff like that. A lot of like Spanish style homes, especially when you are in that area, you'll notice that the architecture there. The house style is very reminiscent to like that kind of Spanish style. Documents all different areas and kind of gives you a little context of each house. And it's really cool because as a kid, like I would pass around all these cribs and I wasn't really into architecture at that time. And I always wondered like why certain houses look like that. Shout out to Raphael Heron Ferry, who took his time to literally take photos of every single house, I think spanning from like 2013 to 2020, which is a really cool, fun project for anybody who, I guess, lives in Queens. I don't know if I remember correctly, but they said like Queens was the most diverse borough in the world or some shit like that. I might be wrong, I may be talking really like whatever. You can see the diversity in the style of houses as well as just like the different areas and all that. First book, All the Houses in Queens, really cool. This is like one of the most randomest purchases I've ever done, but for some reason I was just like really intrigued to know. And it's just like street slang of the 1600s to the 1800s. Once again, as the title states, it's just like slang back in the day. Definitions of like things, so example, I would say. You see, this is, I don't know if they say this, Rantipole, a wild, noisy fellow. You, Rantipole ass nigga, bro. You a wild and noisy nigga. Trying to see if there's words that we still use in today's language. It's really cool. And it's just like, look at this, this is huge. So people were just dissing each other so much, like street slang is. Yeah, all right. From Daniel Klaus. He is one of my favorite authors who does this like adult comic book or like graphic novels. So he has like a lot of like very explicit subject matter. So like, contrary to like your Batman, Supermans and all that, I feel like the subject matter on this is a little bit more adult. A lot of heavy themes and just imagery and just the way that his art is super clean. So we have this like devil goat looking guy and then like a weird forest. I didn't read the book yet just because I didn't read the book yet, so I can't really tell you if it's really good or not, but from what I've read from him, his books are amazing. If you guys haven't read the book Patience, I would highly recommend it. One of my favorite books from him, and this was a Strand exclusive, and he did like a book signing in Strand but missed it because reasons, and I went a couple days later and you feel me, we have the signed copy. So that's really cool. And like, just look at the photos. I don't want to show you too much because I didn't read it. And sometimes he has like weird ass imagery, which isn't really gonna be, yeah, okay, I thought he was like killing somebody here, but it's just, yeah. Okay, so for our final book, this is going to be Pieces of a Man from Jamel Shabazz. One of my favorite photographers, New York based, Brooklyn. This book itself documents his entire photography career spanning from the year 1980 to 2015. It's just very pure, it's like raw, shows you just all around the city and people of the times. You can see like old like drug dealers and people that were just like on the block. And it's really cool to see like how New York as a whole has progressed from the 80s all the way to like 2015. So you can just see like even the way people dress, you can see this changes in like fashion, which is really cool. I would say his images invoke a feeling of just normal. It's, you know, it's very normal. I don't know how to explain this, but his photos just feel real. Subway's looking crazy. What the heck? So yeah, wonderful book. If you guys are into photography, Jamel Shabazz is one of the best photographers. Highly recommend it. And yeah, so that's all for books. Let's continue to accessories, footwear, and all of that. Let's talk about bags now. Really loving bags. I feel like lately that's just been my thing. I feel like clothes, I have so much of clothes and I make clothes, so I'm not really compelled to buy a lot of clothes. But when it comes to bags, I've just been enjoying wearing bags. I feel like you can have such a really boring outfit and then have like a really nice bag and it just puts the bow on it. Couple bags here, let's talk about them. Let's get it. Bag number one, this is a backpack from Visvim. The exact name is called the, I think, Fall Winter 2017 Cordura bag in this like brown olive drab type of color. This bag is just replacing my Supreme bag that I love dearly. Been using it so much, and honestly, that's a great bag. Like, if it wasn't for like the really loud Supreme branding, I don't think I would have upgraded, but that one just, it makes me look like a teenager when I kind of don't want to. This one feels a little bit more grown up and, you know, very subtle, which is the reason why I got it. Bottom has a really thick brown suede material, covers the entire bottom of the bag, and then the body itself has the thick Cordura material, so very high quality. You can feel the bag itself even with nothing inside. It's actually really heavy, and yeah, this will last you for a lifetime, and you can like repair it if anything. Yeah, other than that, there's like a couple compartments. So this one has the laptop slash iPad or documents or anything here, and then there's like the main section in the back here where you can put like all the general things, and then there's the Visvim branding. This is like the perfect bag to just do things when you bike, traveling, going to the office. Yeah, altogether amazing, amazing bag. I know a lot of y'all been talking shit about tote bags. Tote bags are not dead. I think when you guys talk about tote bags being dead, I think you guys are referring to like that beige, natural canvas, down, sporting, rich looking ass bag. Not that. This is the one. This is one. This is the ultimate tote bag, and yeah, tote bags are not dead. Nothing is dead. Everything recycles. All right, so right here is the Fall Winter 21 Homer Vegetable Tan Lambskin tote bag, and yeah, this is the one right here. So you can see vegetable tan, has a beautiful patina already. I've been using it so much. This has to be maybe the greatest tote bag of all time. I'm just saying. Beautiful details, the material, the quality, just smells good. And then there's like a nylon interior, so it kind of holds its structure. The only thing, once again, I would say that is just a slight inconvenience, but this is just me nitpicking, is that I wish that the strap was slightly longer. But besides that, beautiful, beautiful bag, and I cannot wait to see how this ends up looking after like 10 years. This is something I feel like will be kept in my collection for the end of days. Full bag from Visvim. You know how they do, no misses from them. Homer tote bag. Natural, vegetable tanned lambskin. Just like look at me holding these. These look like pieces of bread. This is the Adidas Balenciaga Stan Smith collab, and I got these when I was in Paris for, I don't remember, some event or some shit like that, and I just got these, and yeah, they're like really, really flat. Do have the appearance of like being cooked. This is all purposely done. If you guys follow Balenciaga, you know how just crazy this is, and yeah, I feel like when you put your foot inside, it kind of like regains its shape, but when you have it like without anything inside, it looks freaking crazy. You can see the 43 in the back, cooked pair. Like, this is like, come on fam, like what? You can like put these in your back pocket. You know, these are like slippers at this point. I don't know, I just really like how these look. Balenciaga cooked Stan Smiths. So kind of staying within the Stan Smith category, this is the Visvim version of that, and these are called the Quarter Folk. I think, what year is this? I think 2021 if I'm not mistaken. Similar to the Stan Smiths, it pretty much has the exact same style as it, you know, obviously with the V for Visvim. And what I really like about these is the fact that they have like a very thin layer of paint on the surroundings of the shoe itself. It's kind of starting to chip off and showing this beautiful brown underlying fabric, which is beautiful. I just love these. I feel like they're very simple. This is something that I can just wear on every day, put on some pants, whatever. You can, you know, and also when it comes to Visvim, the footwear, just the quality is so good. If you can feel these in person, the leather is like very plush, broken into, and altogether just a really handsome looking simple shoe. So here we go, Quarter Folk from Visvim. Let's keep it moving. This could have just been like Visvim pickups because a lot of the pieces that I'm showing off are from Visvim, and we got like 2 more articles from Visvim. So let's just keep going. These are the Shaman Cristo. If I'm not, yeah. I can't keep up with these names. Absolutely stunning. I just love the way it looks. Love the fringes on the toe. Big fan of like just slides and shit like that. And once again, the Visvim craftsmanship is top notch. It's like an entire suede upper. Bottoms definitely need to be resoled because it's very slippery. I was at the airport one time and I had these on. There's like the escalator that kind of goes down like that. And boy, you can just see me going like this. I was holding on to like the ramp. Yeah, absolutely crazy. So these definitely need to be resoled. Yeah, here we go. Okay, last but not least, when it comes to Visvim, this is the Brigader boots. And I do have the black version of this, but this was the color that I initially wanted when I went to Japan. It's exactly the same boot, but just has the Vibram sole. And I love this like beige on beige colorway going on. Desert boot type of look. Not so much to say about this. The entire upper is suede material. Once again, Vibram outsole, and just the style of this. I'm like a really big fan of the Brigader shoes, but I feel like this outsole just gives it a little bit more wearability in terms of like an everyday thing. The ones have like the wooden bottom or like the Dynite sole. So these ones I would say are the more, or I would say like in terms of like for me, these are the best suited versions of the Brigader boots. And it's actually missing one stud here for some reason. I don't know where that went, but normally it's like kind of gold hardware. They are present on the other shoe, but for some reason, this one was like, we out. Okay, so for last shoe, this is quite surprising. I'm sure everybody's like, yo, what the fuck? But these are the A6 Kiko, I think, Kiro? I never know how to say these names that Kiko's been kind of putting to the shoes, but we'll call them the Kiro. That's gonna bug me the whole day. These have been on my radar for years, and I was like finally able to find one during the summertime. Decent price, beautiful shoes. I just love that really vibrant Kelly green, and I feel like when I'm wearing like very subtle or kind of very simplistic outfits with like a monotone thing, I feel like this green shoe just like breaks up that outfit. And they're actually good for running. You know, obviously these are Asics, so sometimes I run with these. And yeah, very squeaky for some reason. And I believe this model came in like multiple colors. I think there was like a yellow and blue. There was the green one, and I think, was there red? Or that wasn't the model? I think red or like black or something along that line, but this was my favorite one out of all of them. And you know, green, but yeah, amazing. Okay, done for footwear. Let's quickly talk about clothes, and I'm out. I got so much shit to do, so I'm just trying to like speed through all of this. let me go quickly and get some clothes. For next piece, this is a t-shirt from Footwear. I initially got this from the Commune pop-up that they had in the Lower East Side. And you know, I just wanted to support the store. You know, Gizmo was there. I wanted to, you know, show my appreciation for the pieces. Promotional t-shirt for the collection. And I really love that it has these different panels, deconstructed look. There's like the mesh overlay here. And I really love the way he presented the collection with like side A, side B, similar to Records. And he has Birth of the Cool, Miles Davis. And just the shirt overall, beautiful shirt, material's really nice, and frayed edges, and then the Footwear logo. So this is a really cool shirt. I just love what Gizmo and Val are doing with Footwear. And I love that the brand's direction is so concise. They know exactly what they're doing, and yeah, beautiful brand. So much cool shit coming out from Footwear. Okay, so for the next pair of pants, these are from the brand Gesho. This piece was initially purchased at the store Graceland. My understanding, Gesho is the person who does the illustrations for Bodhi. The person has like their own brand, and they do pretty much similar to the corduroy thing with Bodhi. And just really cool drawings. Just like the gator in the back, the flower. Everything is hand drawn. So beautiful. And I just really like it. I don't really have pieces like this that are like truly stand out or like very whimsical or fun pieces. So I decided to get this, and it fits beautifully. Kind of fits like a regular 874 Dickies, jeez. Amazing pants, love the imagery. Once again, the hand-drawn nature of everything. It makes it truly a one-of-one piece. Nobody else in the universe has these. Boy, got the truck on your dick, you feel me? Love these. And I got this during my trip in Paris, I think in February. Oh my goodness. This is not recent pickups. This was like purchased in like February, bro. What the heck? Anyways, this is a yohji Yamamoto jacket blazer. And I love this so much. Wait, what's in the pocket? Damn, I'm like forgetting things in the pocket. It's probably like a receipt. What is it? Yeah, it's a receipt. Anyways, yeah, beautiful jacket. Love the way it looks. And it's like kind of like longer than a traditional blazer. And it has this military style to it. So like the military zippers, military pockets. Even the material of it itself, it's more of like a twill cotton versus like some sort of wool or more traditional blazer material. And one cool thing about it is that it has a blanket lining which you can take off. You can wear this both like during the summertime and winter because of the blanket lining. And yohji is a brand that I normally don't really gravitate towards just because it involves a lot of like draping pieces, a lot of like very long, and you know, that style is not really my thing. But this blazer is absolutely fire. Like, come on, son. Like, what? And then on the back, very simple, nothing too crazy. But yeah, this blazer is a stunner. Now that the weather is getting a little bit better, we can finally crack this open. So here we go. Yohji Yamamoto blazer. Amazing. All right, we are done. I'm cooked. I felt like I was talking for like an hour. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but hope you guys enjoyed this. I had a lot of fun talking. Let me get a sip of this matcha. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed the pickups, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Parched, I ain't got shit to say, so we out. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Peace. We out.